Good evening, Hamlin County School family. Please take a moment to review the following information and contact Ms. Carleen Webb if you have any questions, and we will address those issues in a future broadcast. All of the following issues are responses to questions and concerns which were emailed or phoned in to us. Number 1, applications for free and reduced lunch can be found on our website. Parents will need to complete and submit this form so that children will be eligible for free and reduced lunch next year. We are encouraging all parents to complete this form if you believe that you may be eligible. Many in our community have been laid off or furloughed, which has reduced many income levels. Please complete the form and we will process all applications. It actually helps the school districts if we have more students eligible for free and reduced lunch, so please apply if you think you are eligible. You may pick up a paper copy at your school or the central office if you cannot access the online registration form. Number 2, we will not allow parents to enter the school on the first few days of school as we've traditionally done in the past. We want to limit the number of people traveling within the building so that only essential personnel are there to reduce the chances of infection. Please bring any supplies and material to your child's teacher prior to the start of school if you don't want your younger children to carry all of that stuff to the classroom on the first day of school. Please remember that we'd love to have you in our schools, but we want to take every precaution that we can to reduce the chances of cross-infection within our schools. Number 3, some parents have changed their mind about online instruction and want to return back to the actual classroom on July the 31st. Please contact Ms. Carleen Webb if you submitted an online registration request but now have changed your mind. Simply send her an email stating that you will attend school in person with the names of your children and the school that you attend. This will help us more effectively plan for the upcoming school year. Number 4, we are asking all local businesses not to employ students during the instructional day. We don't want students working during a normal school day and then attempting to complete schoolwork later in the evening. We're also encouraging parents to discourage children from working during the day if they are participating online. This will cause a number of problems for us, and we want students to focus on their education. Number 5, Food on Foot will distribute backpacks with school supplies again this year. The school will distribute these backpacks to help the Food on Foot staff. Parents must complete a registration form for each child and specify what grade in school that they attend. You must register between July the 11th and 25th. Registration forms can be picked up during their Saturday food distribution times from 11:30 to 12:30 on July the 11th, 18th, and 25th. They will also have the registration forms in their mailbox outside their warehouse on number 1 Brookline Drive. Schools will give out the backpacks to both online and on-site students. High school students will pick up their backpacks from the guidance office. Number 6, online instruction at the high school level will be actual classroom instruction, which is videotaped by the teacher. The teacher will teach his or her class, and the lesson will be taped live. Students participating online will have an opportunity to interact with the teacher in the class. Online students will have the same assignments as those in class. Number 7, students will be encouraged to wear masks, but they will not be required. We understand that there is now a wide variety of custom masks out there, and there will be certain restrictions on what can be printed on the mask. These requirements will be very similar to our dress code, and masks can't obtain obscene language, illicit substances, alcohol, violence, and they can't cause unnecessary distractions. We want students to have fun with their mask if they so desire, but we also want parents to set limits so that we don't have problems in the future. We hate to even say this, but we know that some of that will happen. Number 8, some have suggested that we test all students prior to the opening of school for COVID-19. While this may seem like a good idea at first to identify those who are contagious, it is simply not practical. First, there are not enough testing kits in Hamilton County for all 10,500 students in Hamilton County. Second, we would need to test constantly to identify those students who have become infected after that last test. Third, testing every healthy child would overwhelm the system and prevent health officials from focusing on those possessing the greatest health factors. Number 9, we will notify parents that a child has tested positive within a classroom if this occurs. Of course, we would never release the name of that child, but we will tell parents if a child in their class has tested positive. We will send home a school message via text, voice, or email to make sure that you have all of the necessary information you need. We will also post this information on our website. We will be extremely open and transparent about all confirmed cases. Number 10, some parents have expressed a concern that they can't get all the school supplies requested by their classroom teacher. Some of these items have vanished from the shelves and parents simply can't find them or afford all of the supplies. We ask parents to do what you can, but this is not considered to be a mandatory list. It will help us in the classroom, but your child will not be excluded from school if they don't have all of the classroom supplies. Number 11, the school district is not eliminating specialty classes such as music, PE, guidance, and library at the elementary level. We will use some of these specialty teachers to help us reduce classroom sizes, but we still hope to provide students with these classes to some degree. We will still have recess, but we will possibly not use the playground equipment because it would be very difficult to disinfect after each use. We are attempting to have about 15 students in each classroom, but it will be virtually impossible to maintain this number in every classroom. We simply don't have the staff nor the physical room for this to occur in every classroom. We want to be very honest and open with parents about this. While we are targeting 15 students in a classroom, there will be several classrooms within the district with more than 15 students in them. Parents who are struggling with the decision may want to participate in the online option at first and then reevaluate at the end of the first grading period. Number 12, we will continuously work with the younger children about safe health practices and what they should do. However, many parents have expressed a concern that younger children will simply not remember to keep their hands out of their mouth and will share a number of objects at school. They are also concerned that younger children don't understand the concept of social distancing and that wearing a mask at school will be virtually impossible. All of these concerns are legitimate, and they will be issues that we must address. We certainly can't guarantee any absolutes in this new world, but we will do all that we can to keep our students and our staff safe. Again, it is important to note that we have had a month of summer school and our extended school program since March, and no child has tested positive. This can be done. Number 13, students can use their own laptops for online instruction if they have them or want to purchase a new one. Students will need to be able to access Google Classrooms and participate in live classroom session via webcam. We have sample lessons posted online so that parents can review the lessons and determine if their computers will work. We hope to have every child a laptop, but it would help us tremendously if students already had a laptop. This would reduce the number of computers that we would be forced to deploy. Number 14. We have received a number of responses asking that we postpone the start of the school until after Labor Day. Many of these individuals had made compelling arguments that we should not reopen until the number of confirmed cases have been significantly reduced. Others argued that we should open up on a staggered schedule to reduce the number of students attending at any one time. I can fully appreciate these concerns and arguments. However, we have received an equal number of responses that we should start school as soon as we can. Many are concerned about the multitude of social, mental, intellectual, and physical issues being created by students who are out of school. Several of our working parents have voiced their concern that staggered schedules are not practical for them and they demand a 5-day work week. Clearly, there is no right or wrong answer to these issues. We fully understand the virus count is climbing and we need to be conscientious. We're doing what we can to balance a variety of factors. It is important to note again that we've had a month of summer school with no confirmed cases. It is our belief that we can reopen school if we maintain as much distance as we can, wear masks when possible, and maintain safe health practices. Reopening school will not be perfect, but staying at home will also create some issues, and we need to take this in mind as we make decisions. Please continue to send in your thoughts, suggestions, and concerns. We will address those issues in a future broadcast. Thank you for your attention to this broadcast, and we wish you the very best.